definitely going to get a heavy dose of the last of those three here tonight as you look inside a wet and wild Lumen Field. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? Tyler Lockett now with a return. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Now, this defense for the Eagles, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, they only allowed 13 points, and you can poll all 32 coaches, and I guarantee you they'd say, we'll take that every single week. But let me think about that for a second. Maybe there'd be one contrarian that would say, give me 10.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Kenneth Walker, his target, out of the backfield. And it'll bring up 3rd down. You look at this Eagle defense. This unit 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
We know it's only Week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. That's taken at around the 40. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10.
The 50-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From the gun, here's Swift. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he's taken down inside the 30. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Eagles put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra points up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive themselves out.
10 yards and a Seattle first down. The Seahawks at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener, and now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. You look at this Eagle defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
I would have loved to have been in their meetings this week and hear that grizzled old defensive coordinator talk about, well, you did okay, guys. We did all right. Holding them to 13 was pretty good. But this week, I expected to be less than that.
I'm going to need to hear that a lot more often. I don't know what it was, but I liked it. Flushed out right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shot the D and rip off a pretty big play. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He completes this to Walker. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and
They'll
7.
drop to throw.
The
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
They'll look to throw again. Finding Lockett for the catch here on the out route. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Myers' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Hey, let's go.
Once again, it's Swift. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 101 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and
7. Hurts. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after. 'Em.
2nd
Third down and 6. From the gun, it's Hurts. Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cam Smith. And the Seahawks force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that third down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good.
14, Seahawks 3.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Looking to throw. Flush to his right. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Left side here, that's the tight end fan. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Back to throw again. They'll lock him with a grab over the middle. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. 2nd quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
2nd and 11. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now back to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Walker is in. Touchdown, Seattle. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Well, now if they wanted to, they could move the ball up to the 1 and go for 2.
Yeah, that's exactly right, because normally the ball's at the 2 when you go for 2. But if they want it now, enforce the penalty to the 1. But if they wanted to kick it, right, don't they just move it up?
Yeah, just move it up to the 10.
Right, move it up to the 10 and they still want to kick it.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Swift going to try up the middle. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 117 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's not just the offensive lineman and the guys charged with protecting him that take it personally. When the franchise quarterback gets dropped on the ground, it runs through the whole organization from the owner all the way down.
It's like every single time he goes down, everyone holds their breath.
Not only do they hold their breath, but they feel the hit as well. They're just trying to think of ways for it not to happen again.
This is Smith with a grab. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21. 21 yards there on 3rd down. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Swift. Shoves him aside. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Here's Swift. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Hurts sets up to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
Partner, like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss, because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost, and then a little bit more.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the second quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. This just a 24-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that's going to be caught downfield by Fant. It's a big play there from Seattle. And even 50 yards.
And normally when you think about huge field flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver, that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's complete, right around the 8. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. That has to feel like a very unsatisfying drive, right? You move the ball all that way, and then you can't convert on 3rd down.
But it was satisfying up until that point. Almost like a great movie, and then the film cuts out before the big ending.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up. In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Ken Walker, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from evening this one up. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
On the return, the Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
1st and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Eagles will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Intercepted by the Eagles. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And he's out right at the 25. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down. Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw again. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to have a short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's caught inside the 25. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So quite a change here at the end of the half. The late turnover turns into 3 points, and they move out in front with halftime on the horizon.
Partner, you know the head coach on the other sideline. Boy, is he fuming right now, because I'll guarantee one of the last things he told them was no turnovers. Take care of the ball in this situation. He's so hot right now, he's all by himself. Everyone has moved away from him.
They'll throw now on the final play. All wide open, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And able to get this out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And his crew will take over the football at the 35-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. There he goes, left side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down. They run again with Walker. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
2nd and 1 from the 2. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding as you...
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage. On third down and short and everything well executed, he not only gets the first down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations. There's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
Donovan Peoples-Jones now from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 163 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Hurts throw there, taken in by Smith. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got his target. That's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Here's 2nd and 7. They run out of the gun with Swift. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Well, this red zone is where the Seahawk crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's 3rd down. Got it. Touchdown, Eagles. From 13 yards out. And the Eagles are back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal.
27, Eagles 24.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. He'll look to throw. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there. Now back to throw. Finding Walker, complete. Now he's loose again. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker, 64 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch out their lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Now Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
63, 63, 63.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and they will take over first and 10.
At their own 17-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're rocking and rolling, but the scoreboard doesn't show a big difference. Maybe it's one of those games where coaches say you can't miss your turn on offense.
I like the way you phrased it, especially with that. I love that rocking and rolling because the explosions on offense are happening. So that's going to keep the crowd going. They're loving that. But defensively, they just can't get it together to get the stops they've needed in order to help increase their margin. They've got to find a way, but you're not counting on it. That's exactly what you said. Can't miss your turn, can't miss your opportunity.
Yeah, they're going for another opportunity now. 2nd and 9 now. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll set up a throw. And he is caught. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Back to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Incomplete. Coverage by Myron Murphy.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Eagles are right back in this football game. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Boy, they get him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 177 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Tackled that time by Derek Hall. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action, but other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
There he goes, right side. How about this? He's to the 10, and he gets it all the way down to the frame. It's a big play there for Seattle, and even 80 yards.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and he'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to 1st and goal. Charbonnet will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They'll fake the jet sweep and go instead with Walker. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
Walker once more, and not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Meyer's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And quickly they get to the line.
It's a gain of 20.
Hey, easy, 63, back. Out.
But first down, Hurts. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown, 38 yards. And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Eagles 31.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This one goes underneath to Walker. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Second and 6. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. He's got him in, complete. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Able to find the open man they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 14. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the football.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. One play, 75 yards. And the Eagles take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. This crowd, boy, in a state of shock. What was once safely in hand is now a tie game as the kick is away here. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Gets this complete to Smith-Njigba. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught. Lockett. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And Walker has it. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15.
Oh, man, that could wind up being the key play of the ball game right there. Defensively here, you know they've got no timeouts. You've got to keep them away from the sidelines. Here, not only do they get the big yardage, but they get out of bounds as well.
A quick throw out to Lockett.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he's taken down, and that'll get him a little bit closer. Every yard at this point will help your field goal kicker out. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
So in a driving rain, he steps up, hooks it through just like he's practicing in a gym somewhere.
How about that? Any little slip in this weather is going to throw him off. He stepped up there like it was perfect conditions, took dead aim, and knocked it through.
Here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get the midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
And they were just hoping for something to go their way. A tip ball, a penalty, anything to get them within shouting distance, a field goal range. But now, with the clock where it is, this is going to take something close to a miracle to pull this one out.
They'll look to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Well, it took us until the final play chart to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew